Jumbo and welcome. This is our Botswana Miracle River small group mobile safari at 2,715 per person based on double occupancy. Now, the nature of this trip, it's all about basically having that small group safari experience. We're staying in mobile tented camps, so you're having the true, pure out of Africa experience. That's what it's all about. You'll start by arriving in Bourne. Bourne is the international airport, the main international airport within Botswana, and it's from here that you'll charter a flight to the Moremi Game Airstrip, the Moremi Game Reserve, and of course that will put you up in the air over this amazing Okavango Delta. So it's an incredible experience when you get up in the air to see the sights. You'll arrive at the Moremi Game Reserve and your game drive will start as soon as you arrive. The wildlife is quite prolific. There's quite a population of ellies, and you'll be staying for 3 nights at the Letaka tented camp in the Moremi Game Reserve. This is a true mobile camp. As such, they actually only have it set up in the high season. So when you're packaging this sort of product, you're going to find yourself talking to your travel advisor, and they'll give you great advice on when to go. You're looking here at, there's a dining tent on the left-hand side. The dining tent offers great views. When you're sitting in there right on the sunset, you've just had a great safari experience. You'll come back in the evening and it's wonderful views out there. There's a fire pit that's roaring. You'll pop across there for some cocktails. Your rooms it's a tented camp. Now, the tents have en-suite. So, while it's a little wash basin out the front just to freshen your face in the morning, they do have, in the back of these tents, you've got a bed, and they do have a shower at the back. And interesting, the showers, they refer to the showers, it's a bucket shower. So while you're inside, you might say, I'm going to have a shower tomorrow morning. So you'll hear them early in the morning, you've told them a time. Well, they'll come in, they'll lower that bucket, they'll fill it up with hot water, they'll hoist it back up, and there's a little latch, and you pull the string, and boom, and the water actually flows for about 5 minutes. Hot water. It's magic. It's a magic experience. I mean, you really feel like you're in this out of Africa experience. So the reserve itself puts you right on the edge for some great wildlife encounters. You'll head out and four-wheel drive. You'll kind of cross over these wide open floodplains. You'll go through marshes. You'll encounter all sorts of wildlife en route. And the nature of the area, the terrain, it's a corridor. There's a huge corridor for elephants that kind of come through here. And you can actually go out in mokoros, which is those wooden boats that will take you out through the papyrus. The banks will be lined with this papyrus reed, all sorts of wildlife. And of course, through here, it's a great spot to view these indigenous dogs. So the local wild dogs are quite impressive. Now, it's also home to several hundred herd of buffalo. There's prides of lion that kind of course hunting them. You've got herds of elephants that move between the areas, and you've got red lechwe antelope, quite a community there. So it's a real spot for bird watchers too. And our guides are typically very knowledgeable when it comes to bird life. They love to take photographs themselves. You'll always see them in cameras. And notice the nature of the actual vehicle itself. It's got a raked floor, so people are seeing over the top of each other. The African hawk eagle, for example. You go there thinking you want to see the big five, but then you'll be taken by the hawks, by the eagles, the gabar goshawk, the shikara, the little sparrow hawk. I mean, there's all these different hawks that you'll see, the dark goshawk, the tawny eagle, all these birds of prey, the lesser spotted eagle, the steppe eagle. There's an amazing array of birds you'll see when you're here, and you'll be busy ticking boxes and taking photographs. From there, on day 4, we travel overland to the Khwai Private Lodge. And we're actually en route. You'll go past the Dombo pools, which are known for this pot of hippos, and you do some great game viewing through here. You're heading towards the Letaka camp, and you might get a chance to see a leopard en route. The camp itself, 3 nights. Again, it's a lovely camp. It's a safari style tent with the actual. It looks quite special the way it's laid out. Inside, when you wake up in the morning, I mean, you've got the fabulous views. There's nights I've woken up after being in a camp just like this, and you wake up in the morning and you've got perhaps the blinds up, and you can smell something. It's like, wow, what's that smell? And I've gone outside, and there's a whole herd of zebra have just marched in, and that what you're looking through those windows there is a whole herd of black and white stripes. It was just phenomenal. So yeah, while we're here, you'll do game drives during the day and night game drives as well. You'll be able to explore this place on foot. You'll be able to hop into traditional mokoro canoes. And yes, nocturnal game drives offer you an experience that will just blow you away. A chance to head out. These two boys here are out hunting together. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? What I find interesting is the wildlife doesn't seem to be concerned about the vehicles. So while you're here, sure enough, they're going to get out of the way when the vehicle's kind of moving through, but they really are just quite nonchalant. I mean, they've kind of conditioned, and this area has been used only small groups, and therefore it doesn't have the sort of the numbers going through it. It's also known for its bird life through here. In fact, we're going to visit Xakanaxa, and this is a large heronry. It's largest in southern Africa, and you'll also get a chance to visit the elephants will come and visit through here, lions, leopards. It's just an amazing array of wildlife species. There's several. And there's also quite some interesting cats like the serval, and also the African wildcat can be found through here. And you'll find buffalo use this area seasonally, so big numbers of buffalo. And the end of every day, and they find a way to finish, is with sundowners. And they'll always find a special location where you'll be just chirping and drinking and enjoying. Then day 7, last morning, enjoying a morning safari with a little parting brunch, and we're heading towards the airport. We're basically heading towards the airport, which is just an airstrip. There's no terminal or anything. You're having your breakfast, and before you know it, your little planes are waiting, and you're flying home. So this little itinerary is a perfect itinerary at a price. I think it's pretty exciting. Remember, you can always add to it too. While you're here, why not add on Vic Falls? Why not add on a bit of South Africa? We can help you with that. When I say we, I speak of our travel advisor partners. So ask your travel advisor for this flyer. Get in contact with them, and they will assist. This is the Miracle River Botswana small group itinerary, 2,715 per person, includes all your meals, and it's a great way to see the very best that Botswana has to offer.